Right, the time's come now that we're going to share with you poems that Tessa Ransford has written. We're very, very sad that Tessa can't be with us today, and obviously the reason for it. But with her encouragement and the help of many friends, we've compiled a programme of her work, which we hope is representative. Tessa has also asked us if we will thank WordPower, who have hosted Three of a Kind for the last 5 years, and to thank her friends who have sent poems for the reading. This is going to start.
First, a little bit about Tessa. Tessa is a poet, translator, editor, and a cultural activist on many fronts. She's been both president and on the committee of Scottish Pen, was the developer and sustainer of the Scottish Poetry Library from 1984 to 1999, for which she received an OBE. Most amazing achievement. She pretty much laid them brick by brick. She initiated the Callan MacDonald Memorial Award for publishers of poetry pamphlets in Scotland, has been a Royal Literary Fund Fellow, has an honorary doctorate from the University of Paisley. In fact, her awards and attainments are just too numerous to mention, so we'll just get on with reading the poems that her friends have chosen from her collections, and we've had so many we've had to leave some out. The first poem is The Dobie's Dog, and it was chosen by Patricia Ace, who says, I wanted to choose a poem that embodied Tessa's unique personality. And having a colonial background myself, her poems of India and of the experience of being poised between two very different cultures really do speak to me. The Dobie's Dog. It's prefixed by an Urdu proverb which goes, the washerman's dog belongs neither to house nor riverside. The Dobie's dog will return from riverbank in the sun to the house, but not lie down. To and fro he'll trot, panting, semi-wild, hither and thither, recalled, never petted, fondled, either hot or cold. Does he belong? To whom? Dobie G sends him home. Bibby G won't give him a room. Such is my lot. Born and reared in India, comforted by Aya on some cool veranda of lofty bungalow with charpai and denchi, decanter, and sarahi, enervated, dusty with whining mosquito, black ants and red, huge fans overhead. When all was done and said, the British had to go. In Scotland I froze, hands, feet, nose in thick, uneasy clothes at dour boarding schools, a wind-resistant, dismal, stern, redoubtable, grey, stone wall life exemplified by rule. Embarrassed to embrace, weep, laugh, kiss. Was I of this race, from this gene pool? I lived in Pakistan, land of the Muslimen, governed by the Quran. I learned Punjabi, dressed in shalwar, travelled to Lahore, joined in Zabur, lived on dal chapati. But didn't my passport say British, born Bombay? However long my stay in Sialkot or Karachi. I like the way I speak, the voice my thoughts make. Yet Scottish folk are quick to think me English. I've lived here 60 years. Anderson Forebears and Glasgow McAllisters, that's bucksheesh. Still, my language finds no place, no ethnic dress or face. I plead my special case, and thus I finish. Up, pony, Off we go on the long life journey from east to west like the sun, bundled together, hoof beat, heartbeat. Wheels cannot stop, nor the ponies slow down. Proud boy, 7 years old, holding the reins. Gee up, you shout, and already whoop to the bumps and jolts of the dusty road and keeping the ponies straight. Trit, trot, guided round corners, the tug of the bit, and the huge spoke wheels creaking. 5-year-old girl, you fold back into your mother's right arm with a puzzled look, apprehensive, but it causes harm. Whoa, whoa, a little voice inside cries. Don't toss me about, I might fall out. The Sahi stands by impassive and stares ahead. It is in the hands of fate, once the pony is groomed and harnessed, the trap cleaned and oiled. 3 in the pony trap, still in the Nilgiri hills, blue hills, dream hills, cool hills of India.
The next poem is called Set Loose, which is taken from Selected Indian Poems pamphlet, and also appears in a book, Not Just Moonshine. And it was chosen by Anne Clark, who says, one of my favourite poems is Set Loose. I feel it expresses Tessa's attitude to life and to creativity very movingly. A company of long grey snakes slides through child-high grassland near Bangalore. The grasses roll like waves, but when the snakes have passed, they stand undamaged. Children slept veiled in mosquito nets, and on the ceiling a fan slow whirled. A cobra was coiled where I stood to open the skylight, untwisting a thin cord to let in the Indian night. It had entered by the water sluice where bathtubs were emptied. Why did men rise from their string beds to kill it then and there and cover it where it lay? They came early to bury it next morning in case a dog should eat it and fall dead, as if they cared about the life of dogs. It was a ritual. Snakes must be killed, even while they sleep, innocently coiled. Now, I am disentangling the ropes that open the sky, while men and children sleep. Now, I take up the coiled serpent with its crushed head and set it loose to ripple through the fields. I had also chosen an Indian poem from Tessa's Indian poetry, not really thinking how many other people would do that. It's called My Indian Self, and I think it's a very personal poem, and it describes the very essence of Tessa herself. And I think the 4th verse is particularly poignant just now. My Indian Self. Let me be myself, my Indian self that goes to extremes, from garland to ashes, Himalaya to desert, mango to maize. Let me wear the silks, the sandals and the gold. Let me dip my fingers in the bowl of desire, even here in the Puritan corners of my dwelling. Let me reclaim myself. I cannot be curtailed. Extravagance is my form, not my style. Intensity is how my pulse is rated. My body is myself, however aging. I love the way it has borne with me all these years and given nothing less than life itself to others. Happiness is tropical, and love is a house with wide verandas. Joy is my element. I pass it through the test of water, fire, air, and bring it back to earth.